Luca here, baby. Got my Fender Jazz Aerodyne bass. I'm gonna do a little demo of it, talk about it, and be about it. So let's play some music. Yeah. Let's go. Let's go to the chorus, y'all. What we gonna do? What do you want? Oh yeah. Getting carried away. I was losing the pocket. Anyway, let's talk about this bass. Aerodyne jazz bass. Made in Japan. Let me get this in the camera. Let me get it into the camera. There we go. Tilt it back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Fender Jazz Aerodyne J bass. Yeah, I gotta get my camera game a little better. A little backwards there. So, anyway, 4-string bass. Jazz neck. Nice and thin. What we're used to as far as jazz basses go. The neck is maple. Body is basswood. Very thin body. See how thin that is? Very cool. Volume control. 2 volume controls and a passive tone control, overall tone. So this is a passive bass. No preamp, no batteries. Old school to the max, y'all. What's good about it too, I like the hardware because it's got that color. It's got like a dark color to it, like a tint, like a dark tint to it. I don't know what they call it, but it's cool. Oh, they call it smoked chrome. That's what they call it. Anyway, so what do we got here? 34-inch scale. Pretty similar to a regular jazz bass. Now here's the difference, besides the thin body. It's the pickups. We have a split coil P pickup right there in the neck. Then we have a jazz pickup right here on the bridge. Okay, so we have a PJ configuration, what they call a PJ configuration. So it gives you a little bit different kinds of tones than you would get from a regular jazz bass. Okay, I recommend using this bass for, you know, old school stuff, the Motowns, the classic rocks, the blues, things like that. I mean, you could probably use it in some reggae and some Latin stuff too, I'm sure, things like that. To that tone. Got some beef to it. So it's pretty cool. It's a nice little bass here. Picked it up, like I said, a couple months ago. I've used it on a few gigs since then, but it's definitely cool. Made in Japan, like I said, but it only seems to come in black here in the U.S. They have other colors that I saw online in Japan and other places, but unless you can find one that's already here, it's going to cost you some money to get one of those colored ones over here. You know, got to pay for the shipping and all that stuff, so I don't know if it's worth it. But I like the way it feels. I like the way when you have the strap on, the way the strap holds, and it fits around you. It's all good. I didn't have to do much. I didn't have to do anything when it first arrived as far as setup or anything. Still has all the original equipment on it. I'm going to keep it that way. That's the plan. Let me show you the back. The back, you got the 4 bolts on the neck. So it's a bolt-on neck, 4 bolts. You have the compartment here, and that's, like I said, no battery back there. It's just passive, so there's just wiring and knobs. That's what the knobs are. And what else? What else? So it's a pretty cool. I like the way it sounds. Let me turn. I got the knobs all the way up, by the way. I like when I play. Typically, most of the time I have everything opened up all the way, and I make my adjustments on the amplifier and stuff like that. Now, and that's another thing too. Speaking of amplifiers, if you want mids and everything, you can do all your mids and all your shaping, tone shaping from your amplifier. Okay, because there's no mid range on this bad boy. Tone is just a straight passive tone. So you can do all that shaping, tone shaping, and all that stuff from your EQ on the amplifier. What else we got here? It's okay for slapping. It's not as good on slapping as far as the tone to me as a regular jazz bass. So it's okay. That's everything to me. Now you might be able to make it sound a little different, but to me that's the only thing that's lacking. The slap tone is not quite up to jazz standards. And that's probably because of the P pickup, and maybe because of the stock pickups that are in there. If I probably put in some different pickups, it might sound better. But the body itself is solid. I don't think it has anything to do with the body or the neck or anything like that. It's probably just the electronics. That's just my preference in my ears. You might hear something different. You might be able to EQ it a little bit better. And I don't have this thing EQ'd at all, basically. I'm just plugging and going, man. So, again, this is the Aerodyne jazz bass. Fender. Okay, made in Japan, like I said. You can find them online. Cheap is around 500 bones, 500 bucks. The new ones are in around 800. Maybe you can find somebody who sell you one at even cheaper. You never know. You never know. Like I said, I've only had this a couple months, so mine is new. Ain't no used shit right here, bro. This is new shit. Alright, so I am DeLuca. Stay tuned for more stuff. Yeah. And like the video, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Check out my Facebook page too. I post some other stuff over there. And thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. Later.